Good morning and welcome back to another vlog. We are in town. I'm going for a course today. I came in with my husband. He drives in to work every day and he's got a parking, so I'm parked there with him and then I'm walking ahead to my course. So I'm going to take you along, show you some of the sights. So driving into Stockholm today wasn't too bad. It took us about 25 minutes to get in. This is the town hall where they have the Nobel Prize dinner, and the island ahead that you're looking at right now is called Riddarholmen. It is called the Knights Island in English. So we're going to be passing some buildings and I'm going to be naming them for you really quickly. So the one on your left is part of the Parliament. The middle one is the Supreme Court, and this pink building you're seeing on the right here is the Knights House. It's a beautiful building, really substantial, and I love it because I love this sort of old world architecture. The island that you're seeing on the other side is called the Knights Island, and that has the Knights Church you saw there. We are turning around because we're trying to get to the old town, which is called Gamla Stan. That's where my husband has his parking spot. So I want to draw your attention to a couple of buildings that are coming up. This is the old Parliament. We used to have 2 chambers. We don't anymore. The Parliament uses it as offices. Stockholm Palace, not as grand as your other palaces around the world, but it is the official palace here in Stockholm. That is the Grand Hotel, one of our very famous hotels in the distance there. But now we are heading on to our parking. We've parked and now I'm walking on Drottninggatan, which is the main street. This is our department store called Åhléns. It is our version of Selfridges, very similar. We do have our version of Harrods, which is called NK, but I don't have a shot of it. Down there was the central station, and T means tunnelbanan, which means tube. H&M Home. It's so beautiful in here. For those of you who don't know, H&M is a Swedish brand. It's the 23rd of April and we're still in winter jackets. It's cold, but it's supposed to be warmer next week. This always happens. May comes around and suddenly it gets warmer, but everybody is in jackets and hats and scarves at the moment. So it is pretty cold here. It was, I think, 2 degrees when I woke up. Probably warmer a little bit here in Stockholm, but where I was living it was about 3 degrees. So it's fun. I never really get to come into town so often. I work very close to my home. I live in the suburbs, so it's really fun to come in. I'm just hoping I'll be able to find the place I'm going to go to. So I'm going to have to stop vlogging and find my bearings. So I found the place quite easily and I hung up my coat, and since I was here half an hour early, I thought I'd take a little bit of the view from the conference room. This is what it was like, and then when I went out they had everything laid out. There was honey and agave syrup, there was tea, hot water for your tea, and then you had regular milk. You also had Oatly's. Oatly's is very popular here. You got coffee and a machine to make cappuccino if you wanted, and then you had sandwiches. As you can see, they always have sandwiches and a baked good. This was with blueberry. It looked really scrumptious. Some cookies, as well as a big jar of chocolate, and then they had a little bit more of the healthier stuff. There was some Greek yogurt and things. But this is what the sitting area looked like. It was very cozy, very nice. So I was really going to take my time and enjoy and have a cup of coffee. So today, because I'm doing a course, and like you saw, they have so much stuff here, I'm just going to try and do some of my glucose goddess hacks. She does recommend not having coffee on an empty stomach, but I'm going to follow her advice and sometimes just throw caution to the wind. So I'm going to have some coffee. I haven't had coffee in about 5 weeks, and then I had 1 cup on Saturday for my husband's birthday party last week, and then one on I had nothing on Sunday, so just 1 cup, and this is my second after 5 weeks. So I'm just gonna have it because I can't come somewhere here and then not enjoy everything that they have. So I'm just gonna sip my coffee here, and then our course starts at 8:30. I was here a lot earlier than I actually thought, but I'm just gonna enjoy the ambience and just take it easy. So the first day of the course has come to an end. I'm making my way back to my husband's parking. We're meeting there. This is one of the restaurants I saw. I just wanted to explain. They usually have these sort of glass encased outdoor areas just because people like to sit out even though it is winter, and obviously then there's no space for the restaurants because Stockholm is quite large, but the restaurants and all are not that spacious. This was a Paul Frank bicycle outside this very funky shop. It said "Hello Drottninggatan," which means hello Queen Street, which is what we're on, but they did have Easter decor out. I thought it was so funky, really cool. I'm unsure if they have it all year round, but I thought that was a fun shop to look at. Now my husband and I are making our way back. The building looks so beautiful with the sun shining. It almost looked like it was made from gold. We are making our way back. Luckily we've got no traffic, but as you can see, the traffic coming into Stockholm is at a standstill. It's really jam-packed. I'm really glad we're not on that lane. But 20 minutes later, we are in this setting. It is the forest wilderness. It is so amazing that you can just drive 20 minutes and really have a change of scenery. In this, we are driving our eldest son for Scouts. We've had dinner at our mother-in-law's house. We're going to drop him off here, and then we're going to call it a day today because tomorrow we're going to go back in again for the second day of my course. So I hope you've enjoyed the first day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Good morning and welcome back. The second day of my course we've come in at 8. The course starts at 8:30. I usually would have stopped at Espresso House and maybe had a coffee, but the course here, as you saw in yesterday's vlog, has lots of sandwiches and yogurts and things like that to eat. So I'm not going to spend money, obviously, and buy things, although an espresso house is just there. I think they have 3 or 4 espresso houses down this stretch. This is called the Queen's Street, called Drottninggatan, but it's raining today. It's gloomy and raining, and it's really mucky. So I'm going to try and get to my destination really fast and have some breakfast before we start at 8:30. It is now 8 o'clock and the rain is in my face. It's still very cold, so let's do this. The tram is coming. Yes, we still have trams here in Sweden. You'll see it's all wet compared to yesterday. I walked past this shop and it really caught my eye. I think it was an American shop and it had a lot of American type food and drinks and this sort of 60s, 40s maybe, 40s, 50s and 60s style. I thought it was really fun. This is why I like coming into Stockholm. You really get these sort of quirky shops. The rainbow pasta there was so beautiful. My kids would have loved it. This was the dining hall, so we are having lunch. I didn't film any of it really because you saw most of it yesterday, but this was so delicious. It was a pork rack and some mashed potatoes and peas. Both meals were really delicious on both days. The course was very informative, but we're heading back and tomorrow I go back to work. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me into Stockholm. I'll be doing many more videos like this, so don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, and don't forget to join me next Tuesday when we celebrate Valborg here in Sweden and I take you along. I'll see you then.